Hi, I'm Juan Ibarra from the hit show Gold Rush on Discovery Channel.
My name is Randy Hubler. I'm with Gold Rush on Discovery Channel. I've been with them for 2 years. I've been a mechanic for 32 years.
Over the years, I've done all kinds of things. My family business, Ibarra Plumbing and Drain, so we're a plumbing contractor out of Nevada. But I've also worked in the Yukon and in Alaska, remote camps, mining operations. So I've kind of been all over the place, done a lot of different things, ranging from heavy equipment repair to everything in between, all the way up to underground mining and working on drills and so on and so forth. Talking a little bit about Wanco light plants. They're the finest light plants that I've ever dealt with before.
With these light towers, I've been working with these for about 5 years now. This is one of the best I've ever worked with. One of the very best.
You know, with a lot of the conventional light plants, you have a little bit of a problem with shadows, just because the light isn't real clean. The light coming off of these LED bulbs is just amazing. It just floods the whole area. You know, we're close to the highway here, and you can actually see us all the way at the end of the highway where it turns into the mountain range. And they're bright lights. They really are. When it comes down to having to have good light to be able to work at night, you can't beat these lights.
Using them at nights is quite interesting because it does so much more than the average light tower. It puts out way more power, way more light. We also use these to charge our batteries for our grease guns, our headlamps. There's quite a few features on this that a lot of the guys really enjoy. We were running nights here a week ago, and I had taken one of the light towers and put one of the lenses on the trommel, one of them on the sluice box, one on the loader hopper feeder, and then one over at the pay pile. Lit it up. The entire area was completely lit up. We had no issues, and we were also charging our grease gun battery at the same time with the lights running. So you can't get any better than that.
I've used all types of light plants over the years, and Wanco by far is the best. You know, the longevity of the unit, the run time it's a huge thing, especially on a remote operation. When we have fuel flowing in, every single gallon of fuel, counts. So with a light plant like this, the run time on a fuel tank, it's amazing. Not only does it put out a lot of really good light, these LED lights that they have on them, but the auxiliary power on these units is just amazing. We use them for running heaters, running block heaters. It's just a real versatile unit.
These light towers with the 54-gallon tank, they will last forever. You don't have to maintain, you don't have to fuel them every day. You can actually let it go, check on it weekly. In the Yukon, we had one set up. We didn't check on it for 2.5 months. It was 225 hours is what they said on the fuel tank, but with it only running at night, it went for 2.5 months before we had to put fuel in it. So currently where we're at now here in Colorado, in the Rockies, we're at 10,000 feet. This morning it was 14 degrees. We did not need the light part of the light tower, so we used the generator to supply power to 2 of our heaters to keep our pumps from freezing overnight. And that is invaluable. Not only is it a light tower, but you can also use it as a generator.
On a mine site, things get beat up. And to be honest, this plant is probably the toughest plant I've ever had. This is pretty well built. You got fork pockets. It's got stabilizers all the way around, the winches to lift them up and down. So it's a well thought out unit.
We've never had a problem with any of the lenses. We've never had any of them blow out, go bad, not work. They do have a timer, so the engine has to warm up before they come on, and the circuit breaker does trip if you overload it, and I've done that. It works well. So, but up here, it's not like inner city. The conditions up here are pretty harsh. The weather up here can get you. It snowed 2 inches last night here, and you get to the mine site, you go down to check your heaters because your pumps are very crucial. It's still sitting there running away, no issues.
With the Wanco light plant, it's got an auto start feature, which is pretty neat. I've never had one that has that feature before, but it's pretty amazing. You put it on auto start, automatically turns on the lights, starts up the plant, turns on the lights, and by itself. You don't have to touch it. every aspect of this unit to be able to maintain it, to service it, to keep it running, fuel it. It's just very well thought out. It's very, very practical.
These Wahnco products, I have yet to see an issue with them at all. They're pretty spot on.